OK， 有了哈 ，OK。Bante, Venerable and 法师们那么我们现在就开始了。Happy New Year! Like we always say, the change is always there, nonstop. And we had a big change last year by the COVID virus in 2020. And it hits the world dramatically. But all religious friends that we done the interfaith prayer before, that we all agreed that we shouldn't stop and decide we're going to continue to do this prayer together today. I'm very happy to see all to join us online. 大家新年快乐！我们都常说世事无常一切都在无常的改变当中。那么去年呢，2020年，因为疫情的关系，给我们这个世界带来了非常大的打击，大家多半都封足在家。但是在参加我们宗教联合祈祷的宗教有教的，大家都一致决定，为了世界和平，我们的祈祷依然要继续进行。所以今天我们在网上相聚，来共同祈愿，非常高兴能够在网上在空中与大家相聚在一起。那么首先呢，我们要邀请我们的会长菩提长老为我们做开始的致辞。So at the beginning, we're going to ask the president of Baha'i, Bhikkhu Bodhi, to give us the opening words. Bante.
First, I want to extend greetings to all of the religious leaders who are joining us for this event, or who have submitted their video presentations in advance. And also, I want to welcome all of the people who will be watching this New Year's peace celebration over their computers or video screens. Last year, I remember we all gathered in the great Buddha Hall on New Year's Day, and to welcome in the year 2020, it was a very joyous celebration in which we all looked forward to a happy and peaceful year ahead. And at that time, we didn't have a very clear notion that the year 2020 would be a very terrible year, even a horrendous year, a tragic year for many people. It's a year in which many of us have had to spend months upon months in our homes, unable to go out except for immediate needs. It's a year in which many of us may have lost beloved relatives and friends, a year in which we've had to learn to live under very trying conditions. It said in the schedule for today's events that I'm supposed to speak some opening words, but rather than simply speak words, I would like to have a few moments of silence. First, a moment of silence for everybody who is watching and joining us today, who may have lost beloved relatives or friends in the course of the coronavirus. And one news that I had received, I think it was already back in April, one of the participants every year in our Interfaith Prayer service is the Mary Knoll Monastery at Ossining. And we heard at that time that I think 13 religious people from the Mary Knoll Monastery had died already by April. I believe there were 9 sisters and 4 priests. And so we send our deep condolence to our friends from the Mary Knoll Monastery. So let us spend a moment of silence, just recalling with grief, we're sharing the grief, with compassion and sympathy those who have lost beloved friends and relatives over the past year. And then there's another type of person that I think we all have to extend, in this case, not just our compassion and sympathy, but rather our gratitude and appreciation. And that is the doctors, the nurses, healthcare workers, hospital staff, and essential service workers who have persisted in their work through this corona pandemic, who've been putting their own health, even their lives at risk, working long hours, exhausting hours, taking on overload of patients in the hospitals, having to face the tragedies of dealing with people who are isolated, who have to be isolated from their relatives, and yet have persisted with great determination, great courage, and great compassion to fulfill their duty. And a substantial number of them have paid the ultimate price for their dedication, losing their own lives in the process of saving the lives of others. So let us take a moment of silence and think of them with gratitude and appreciation, rejoicing in their self-sacrifice and sympathizing with those who lost their lives. Okay, and so today we all come together representing different faiths, different belief systems, different religious practices, but what underlies our differences is a greater unity. That is a unity consisting in our dedication to promoting the well-being and happiness of the human community on this planet Earth, and in seeking to ameliorate differences, conflicts, and violence, and to uphold and advocate for the cause of world peace. Okay, now we will continue with the program.
Thanks to Bande, thanks to Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi, give us the opening. And we always have our supervisor from town of Kent, and this will be her 8th year as this position. And every year he joins us for this interfaith and also other ceremonies at the Zhuang Monastery. And today we couldn't have her in person here, but she gave us prepared the video, and we're going to show this video by Supervisor Town of Kent, Marine Flaming. 接下来呢，我们要邀请我们镇长，他是今年是他8年的任期，任期算是非常久的，每年他都到庄严寺来参加我们的宗教联合祈祷，还有其他的各项不同的法会。那么接下来呢，我们要放映他，因为今天他不能够亲自到来，但是他也录制了这个影片啊。那么现在我们请放映我们镇长的影片。
Let me start off by wishing you a very happy and healthy new year. Clearly, I wish that we could have done this in person like we have in years past. This is an inspirational event that I really carry with me from the first of the year throughout the year. But obviously, 2020 changed all that. 2020 was a horrific year, full of tumult and tragedy. How many of us have loved ones or friends that passed away during 2020 due to COVID-19, or knew people who became really ill and felt the after effects long after the virus passed? Maybe many of us ourselves suffered from the virus and maybe are still suffering. It was awful and continues to be awful, but at least there's some hope in sight. And it's all about hope. 2020 and this virus, though, did teach us something about our world. It taught us that our world really isn't that large. The virus spread from one end of our world to the other. It spread without any care for the age, the ethnicity, the race, the occupation, the social status. It affected us all in a terrible, terrible way. It was a ripple effect. One person spreading it to another, that spread it to another, and large groups were affected. And that was something we had to watch out for, and that was something we had to try to stop by isolating and by being careful, washing our hands, wearing a mask, doing all those things. But maybe we can spread peace that way. Maybe our world is small enough that if we start, we can have a ripple effect. And if there's one thing that we take out of the horror of 2020 is the hope for 2021 and our future. So let's all join and work towards that peace that we all so desperately want to see spread. Let's start today. Let's spread joy and let's spread hope and peace. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and Happy New Year.
Well, thanks to a supervisor of Town of Kent. She gave us a very good reflection about last year, and also we should start to spread the love, spread the hope and the joy for this new year. 非常感谢我们镇长哈。他也是回顾一下去年也是很这个心情非常沉重。那么也希望呢，大家能够展望我们这个新的2021年希望我们能够把和平跟互相的关怀能够散布在这个世界。接下来呢，我们要请我们的这个前会长明光法师。他是目前他在台湾但是因为我们今年呢是用网络的方式，所以他也特别邀请他。因为明光法师是在他任内呢，他在当方丈的时候，1997年他开始了这个宗教联合祈祷，一直到今天。Next, we're going to have our former abbot and also president of Shabazz, Venerable Minguan. He's personally he's in Taiwan right now, but because we're using the internet this time, and so we have this opportunity to invite him, and he was very happy to give us a video to join this interface. Now we have the video to show everyone.
美国佛教会会长、菩提长老及今天与会的各宗教界的领袖代表，大家 新年快乐！非常高兴在这新的一年2021年呢，我们大家聚集在庄严寺在新的一年的第一天呢，我们来为世界来祈福。那这个祈福的活动我们源自于1997年庄严寺大佛殿落成开光的时候，我们也邀请各宗教界的代表来到庄严寺。那从此以后呢，我们每一年的元旦都举行这样的一个祈福大会也延续了20几年了非常高兴。那今年呢，因为过去这一年了2020年呢，新冠肺炎的疫情呢让我们呢不方便出门，也不方便来群聚，因为这个疫情呢导致了全球呢7000多万人来确诊，有将近200万人呢因为这个疫情呢而往生了，所以这是一个世纪性的一个大的灾难。那透过这个灾难呢，也让我们人类呢也好好做一个深挚的反省，一定是我们有哪些行为呢出了差错，才会导致这样的一个情况的发生呢？能够借着这个疫情呢，让我们大家能够来深自反省，那我想也是一件很有意义的事情。所以希望在这个新的一年呢我们大家呢更能够懂得来反省、知错、认错、勇改错。希望新的一年我们大家更懂得来感恩、知恩、报恩、常感恩。在这新的一年，希望我们更能够来吃苦、知苦、吃苦、最甘苦。在这新的一年呢，希望我们大家更勤奋，知道、悟道、行大道。那2021年呢，在中国的农历是生肖属于牛，牛呢是农业社会里面呢我们最好的一个好帮手。那牛呢最能够吃苦耐劳，所以我也以这个4句话来跟大家共勉：扭转乾坤信愿成，福田广播满欢情，心耕稻业菩提种，吃苦耐劳万事成。希望大家我们为充满光明美好希望的一年呢来共同努力，祝大家身心自在，福慧增长。阿弥陀佛，观世音菩萨。
Thanks to Venerable Minguan, and since time is very rushed, so we don't have the translation on the screen. And now I'm going to very briefly to summarize what he said. In the beginning, Venerable Minguan is a greeting and showed respect to current President Bande and also everybody who joined this interface today. And he said, looking back at the 2020, there's a global disaster. The COVID virus hit the world so bad. And he thinks that might be the time to we all do the self-checking and self-reflection to identify what went wrong. Did I do something wrong? Or join together that we have someone wrongdoing, and face them and correct them courageously. And we need to recognize the grace, what we have, and repay them. Recollect the grace within our mind often. And also to face the hardship we're facing, tolerate and enjoy conquer this hardship. And also identify the wholesome path understand the path, and walk with effort on the path. And 2021 is the year of the ox, according to the Chinese calendar. Then the ox, he mentioned the ox as the best friend of farmers. And for this new year, 2021, and he wrote a verse as a gift to all of everyone. The verse goes like, with sincerity, faith, and vows, the ox will turn the world. With joyfulness, let's plow the abundant merry field, cultivating our mind and deeds with bodhi seed. With the strength of tolerance, we shall greet the success to come. And let's strive for the bright new year in front of us, 2021, and hope, sincerity, serenity, and wisdom be always with you. Thank you, Venerable Minguan， 非常感谢明光法师给我们这样的一个祝福，还有他的一个偈子来引导我们迈向2021年。那么接下来呢，就要邀请播放我们有教这一次各宗教的这个联合祈祷的参加者呢，也都很同意要继续努力把这个和平带到这个世界上来。那么第一位呢，我们要播放的呢，是一直长期有参加的它就是这个在我们的附近有一个教会叫天主教教会叫 Graymore 那么今天他的这个神父呢他也是录了一个这个影片呢来参加我们的祈祷。We have a long-time friend from Graymore since the beginning, Father James Gardner. He joined us in the beginning over 20 years ago. And this year, we have a Father Tom Oriens. He will join us with a video to show this prayer. And now we're going to play this video by Father Tom Oriens.
Good morning. I bring you wishes this day for peace for the Franciscan Friars and Sisters of the Atonement at Graymore. Each year on this day, the Roman Catholic Church prays for world peace, just as we gather this morning for our diverse prayers. The need for peace continues even greater as we move from a world devastated by a worldwide pandemic to a world of newfound hope in 2021. In October of this past year, on the Feast of St. Francis, Pope Francis released a new letter, Fratelli Tutti, on the common relationship of brothers and sisters. At the conclusion, he speaks of our common commitment to peace, and it's from that document that I wish to share with you this morning. As we gather this day in prayer and reflection, his words reiterate the appeal for peace, justice, and fraternity. He reminds us that we pray, as I quote him, in the name of God, who has created all human beings, equal in rights, duties, and dignity, and who has called them to live together as brothers and sisters, to fill the earth and make known the values of goodness, love, and peace. We pray also in the name of innocent human life that God has forbidden to kill, affirming that whoever kills a person is like one who kills the whole of humanity, that whoever saves a person is like one who saves the whole of humanity. In the name of the poor, the destitute, and the marginalized, and those most in need, whom God has commanded to us to help as a duty required of all persons, especially the wealthy and those of means. In the name of orphans, widows, and refugees, and those exiled from their homes and their countries. In the name of all victims of war, persecution, and injustice. In the name of the weak, those who live in fear, prisoners of war, those tortured in any part of the world without distinction. In the name of peoples who have lost their security, peace, and the possibility of living together, becoming victims of destruction, calamity, and war. In the name of human frailty that embraces all human beings, unites them, and renders them equal. In the name of fraternity torn apart by policies of extremism and division, by systems of unrestricted profit, or by hateful ideological tendencies that manipulate the actions and the future of all men and women. In the name of freedom that God has given all human beings, creating them free and setting them apart by the gift. In the name of justice and mercy, the foundation of prosperity, the cornerstone of our faith. In the name of all persons of goodwill present in every part of the world. And then he concludes with a final prayer, which I believe is more than an appropriate one for this day. He prays, Lord, Father of human family, you created all human beings equal in dignity. Pour forth into our hearts a fraternal spirit and inspire us in a dream of renewed encounter, dialogue, justice, and peace. Move us to create healthier societies and a more dignified world without hunger, poverty, violence, and war. May our hearts be open to all the peoples and nations of the earth. May we recognize the goodness and the beauty that you have sown in each of us, and thus forge bonds of unity, common projects, and shared dreams. Amen. May we all be blessed this day as we seek peace for our world. I pray peace and all good for each and every one of us in this new year. God bless.
Thanks to Father Tom Morians. We know that the Father Tom Morians has changed his position, but they have a very quick arrangement. So he made this prayer, so we can hear that from the prayer from Father Tom Morians. Thanks. Next, we just like a Graymore, as we all know that the there's another Catholic church, Marino, has been working with us very closely since beginning, and we have a lot of time that we have activities we hold together. And just like Bundy mentioned, that we are looking very closely to our friends too. And back in April, we found the news that something happened in Marino. Unfortunately, that few sisters and priests passed away, and then we showed our condolence and our concern to Marino. And today, we're very happy that we have Father John Martin. He has been spent a lot of time and long time effort in the interface with the friends with different religions. And today he made the prayer for us. So 接下来呢，我们有这个马利诺教会啊，跟我们长期在一起的，非常久。我们有很多活动，我们有我们的这个法师也有到 Marino 去教导他们也经常来，所以我们非常的这个来往很频繁。那么今天呢，马丁神父他要给我们带来他的祈祷。现在我们来恭听马丁神父的祈祷。
A happy and holy new year to you all. O God of all peoples and nations and faith traditions, I call upon you, due to your intimate solidarity with this humanity that you have created. I am your son and child, as you are my creator and father. I know from my living with so many of your daughters and sons that we are emboldened to open our hearts to you, just as you have filled us with the Spirit, as we Christians would say, of Jesus. We belong to one another, all of us to one another, and all of us to you. Your human family on earth senses very deeply the sad and terrifying times in which we live. The enormity of this pandemic has made us realize how united we really are in our suffering. The fabric of our lives is moving so close to authoritarian principles, and we are afraid. Instinctively, these times have us crying out loud in shouts and groans and yearnings for unity, for peace, for harmony, for healing, for understanding, and for compassion like never before in our lives. At the same time, we are aware that you soar above and beyond all these words and human expressions. Because we are made in your image, we instinctively know that you are beyond all that we sense and feel and think. We see how limited we are to face these enormous challenges. We know what you want of us, namely, to empty ourselves so as to manifest our true selves in solidarity with all creation, our spiritual ancestors, and all our sisters and brothers. Confident in all that you are able to do with and for us, yes, we pray. Because we belong and have need of the solace of company and of you as presence. In a special way, as we begin a new year, we ask for your divine spirit to work wonders in the hearts of the leaders of all religious and spiritual traditions, be they persons in formal authority or good witnesses by their ordinary lives, so that all humanity can know that we believers will be bold in accepting the challenges that threaten our whole human family and the earth, our common home. May your spirit inspire all of us to make the sacrifices that our true spiritual leaders ask of us. Above all, to create bonds of solidarity and collaboration for the transformation of our world into a worthy dwelling place for your presence and action in our lives now and always.
好，非常感谢马丁神父带来的祈祷。那么也希望呢，在我们新的一年呢，大家都能够付出，为了世界的和平都能够付出大家一份心跟力。Thanks to Father John Martin's prayer, and following, we're going to have one of our friend, very long time friend. He when he was like a lay person, and he working with us. He was the first person to write the newsletter in English and from Baos, and then he become a pastor. And this is and he's a title right now. He's holding like a UN NGO representative for the International Prison Chaplains Association, as Dr. Hans Hollenbach. 接下来呢，我们有一个比较很长期的一个友人呢，他是最早写这个用英文写这个我们的一个刊物的在美国佛教会，他是第一位。那后来他也成为了一个牧师那么现在我们要请这个放映他的一份讲话他是 Hans Hollenbach 我们现在来听他的祈祷。
Good morning and Happy New Year. It is my gratitude again this year to come together with these distinguished religious leaders and with all of you in the audience. It is sad that we have to do it virtually, but that's the reality. As many of you know, we started this New Year peace prayer ritual, 20, I think 27 or 28 years ago, when Dr. Hsien had built this marvelous Big Buddha temple here in Carmel. We come together across religious denominations and religious belief. We come together, Jews and Hindus and Buddhists and Christians and Catholics and Baha'is and Native American Indians. We come together because we want peace. And we want peace because that's our natural condition as children of the Most High. But it's hard. So how do we accomplish peace? Well, the first thing we do is exactly what we're doing right now. We are coming together. We are coming to seek comfort with each other. We are coming here from our different denominations, and you in the audience who are visiting this, you are also, I'm sure, Jew, Christian, Muslim, maybe even atheist or agnostic, humanist, but we all come together because we want peace. So how can we do it? Well, we need something that binds us together. We need us that goes beyond the doctrine of the different religious traditions. We need something we all believe in. And may I suggest that we all have a piece of wisdom that is embedded in all faith traditions and embedded in just our human understanding. And it's as simple as what we call the golden rule. The golden rule is in every religious tradition. And what does the golden rule say? Very simply, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It may be expressed slightly different in the different traditions, but the meaning is absolutely the same. This is the unifying prayer that I suggest we say each day to ourselves, maybe to each other. And if we all do that, then peace will prevail and peace will spread around the world. A much needed peace for all of us. May this be so, and may that be soon. I always close my New Year's prayer with a simple prayer that I would like to say, and I would like us all to say together 3 times. Say it out loud or say it in your heart. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. Amen.
非常感谢我们这个Hollenbach 牧师他所带来的这个祈愿呢，也希望他提到的就是每个宗教都希望做到自他法也就像我们中国人讲的己所不欲，勿施于人然后把这个心量放出去，从我们现在大家一起在这里聚集在一起，为世界和平来祈祷，也希望世界能够一步一步的进入和平。Thanks to Pastor Hollenbach, and he mentioned about the golden rule, and you want people to respect you, we should respect each other too, and hope may the peace prevail on earth. Thank you. And following, we're going to have a rabbi from Judaism, and he's a young rabbi, and he is the associate head of school of Leffel School today, and he also made a video to give us a prayer. 接下来呢，我们是由这个犹太教的一位这个 rabbi 呢他要来 来用这个犹太教的方式来提供一份祈祷。那么现在我们来恭听这个他所带来的祈祷。
To my dear friends at Chuangyan Monastery and BAUS, I am so sorry that we cannot gather together in person this year to celebrate the new year, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to connect over technology. And even though we'll be celebrating a new year and bringing in prayers of peace and healing on January 1st, I have the opportunity to record this on December 10th, which is the first night of Hanukkah. And hopefully the light of Hanukkah and the light of all of our traditions will bring us to a better place in the year to come. It's traditional on this holiday at the monastery to offer a prayer of peace. I decided this year to share a prayer of healing. I think right now that maybe is what our world needs more than anything. I'm going to share the words on the screen so that you can sing along if you'd like. I'll sing the prayer. There's a pause in the middle for us to think about individuals or even communities, maybe everyone who's in need of healing. We'll pray for them. I'll pray for them now and share this prayer together. Mi shebeirach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. The traditional blessing. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those in need of healing, particularly now in this time of pandemic, in this time of COVID-19. May the Holy One in mercy strengthen all those who are in need of healing, healing them soon in body and soul, together with all others who suffer illness, and let us say, Amen. May the year 2021 bring with it the blessings of peace and healing that we so very much need. My best wishes to all of our families, our entire community, and the entire world. Happy New Year.
谢谢我们犹太教的代表那么他很特殊的在犹太教每次来，他们都会带来非常优美的歌声，跟他的这个内心的祈祷他也是希望他们的那个 Hanukkah 呢，能够把他们这个光明能够疗愈在去年不幸受创伤，心灵上、身体上受到创伤的人，都能够非常的平静、安稳幸福的一年。Thanks to Rabbi, and he's always bring the beautiful song with a prayer, and he also extended that light from Hanukkah, and hopefully the healing can reach to those people who has been suffered in the last year, 2020. And hopefully the peace will be coming now and reach out all over the world. 那接下来呢我们有一位也是长期以来就跟我们一起做这个联合祈祷的 是日本的一位法师，他的这个汉文呢叫做显实法师啊。那我们就接下来听他的。The next we're gonna have the Venerable T.K. Nagagaki. He joined us every year, and he is a VP of the Buddhist Council of New York, and also president and founder of the Heiwa Peace and Reconciliation Foundation of New York. And now let's listen to Venerable T.K. Nagagaki's prayer.
Namo Kie Butsu, Namo Kie Ho, Namo Kie So. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. Namo Amida. Good morning and Happy New Year. 新年快乐 and 新年明けましておめでとうございます。So year 2021 has begun. Oh, interesting sign. I mean, sound together. There's no intention that I was going to do this. This is a year of ox, and which is actually my year. I was born in a year of ox, 1961. And so something special for myself. In Japan, there's an old saying that ushi ni hikarete zenkoji mairi, which means the ox pulls you to the temple called Zenkoji. So ox is the one who take you to the temple of Zenkoji. Zenkoji is one of the oldest temple in Nagano, in Japan. And Zen means good, Ko means light, and then Ji is a temple. So good light temple. So the ox is the one who is taking to the temple of the good light, best light. And so, well, connected to that, I brought the sun today. Did you see the sun here? And because this bringing light, and I'll take you to this light for today. So the light is a very important quality, as we know, because that light breaks the darkness. So may year 2021 bring you more light to your life. Although we have a difficult time or difficult year last year for the coronavirus or corona pandemic, and hopefully we'll need to recover from it. Healing is very important. So this light will be a healing light for this year to all of us. And peace to you all. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks to Venerable Nagagaki bringing that light, the good light, the healing light, and hopefully this light will be healing whoever has been wounded from in the past. 非常感谢我们显示法师呢，他也讲了这个希望这个光明能够达到我们每个人的内心，去除掉我们所受的一些苦难，然后步步的迈向和平，非常的稳健。那接下来呢，我们下一位是另外一个也是在世界上很大的宗教是回教那么回教的呢，每年他也都来参加我们宗教祈祷。那么今年呢，他也是一样。也愿意在今天呢，能够把他的祈愿，能够在今天这个时间发出来， 希望能够促进世界和平。Next will be from Islam. It's Chaplain Shabazz. She was always with us on the New Year Day, and then today she is not absent, and she made a video to make this prayer. So let's listen to Chaplain Shabazz.
Good morning. Let me begin by saying greetings, assalamu alaikum, and peace be upon you. It is a pleasure to be here as I missed last year's prayer for peace due to illness. It is true pleasure to be here simply because of the challenges of this past year. Who knew we would be coming together differently this year and remembering so many that have crossed over since New Year 2020. With this prayer for world peace, we can really stretch our prayer over the world, for so many are suffering on so many levels. As human beings, we want to raise our level of humanity towards each other, raise our awareness, our vibrations, our energy high, and use what we know, and as we all know, prayer works. Peace begins with a smile. Mother Teresa said that. How many times do we practice emitting peace from our inner soul to others? Although we are now wearing masks, we are forced to look into the eyes of others. Trust and believe others know you are smiling by your eyes. We need more of this. World peace is a hard thing to attain unless we know how to fight for our own inner peace. Inner peace is necessary in order to move towards leading others to the idea of peace. How many of us have acquired inner peace? Do we still maintain peace within, even with the changes and challenges of COVID, even with the loss of all the things we hold sacred to balance us, while working towards world peace? Do we? You can't get peace from a harmful soul. How's your soul doing? You can't know peace if you have been harmed with no resolve. How's your resolve? We are fighting our own souls to find peace, and sometimes we are our own worst enemies. Stand ready to find inner peace, care for all that pass you by, care in your heart and soul, and keep your energy high. This will propel those that come to see and do, to work for that which shines from you, inner peace. Are we at peace with ourselves? Are we at peace with others, with their viewpoint, with their culture, with their knowledge, or their lack thereof? Are we at peace with helping those who have not reached peace yet? Inner peace allows you to see from others' perspectives, thus allowing you to now strive for world peace. In order to fight for world peace, you must be a peaceful person, strong and outspoken with peace in your heart. The year 2020 has given a new perspective to what life, love, and inner peace looks like and what it can look like. This year and its challenges have brought us to the possibility of death at any given moment, yet we still strive for world peace because people all over the world are suffering. Don't let this year's shift in balance throw you off your game, off your focus. Don't let this year's sneak attack of COVID get you down. In fact, use it to your advantage. Take this time, family time, you time, neighborly needs time. Do for others. Be the change you want to see. Gandhi. Why? Because RBG says, fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to follow you. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The world looks different now. Peace looks different now. But however different it looks, we still want it, we still need it, and we are still working hard to achieve it. Find your inner peace while you fight for world peace. Thank you.
Oh, thanks to Sister Chaplain Shabazz, and very gratefully for your prayer, just like always. 非常感谢我们这个回教这位Shabazz的给我们带来的祈祷。那接下来呢，今年我们有好多年了曾经有过印度教的代表。那后来有一段时间就没有能够邀请得到。那么今年呢，特别的邀请了印度教有位这个 博士了他来代表印度教我们现在就要准备来聆听Next, we going to have from Hinduism, and we had a long time ago. We had representative from Hinduism, but then unfortunately we stopped because we couldn't have them to join us. But very, very happy that today we have Dr. Uma Mysorekar. She joined us again and represent the Hinduism. And she's the Hindu Temple Society of North America president. And we're very happy to have her. Now let's listen to her prayer.
Namaste. My name is Dr. Uma Mysorekar. I'm the president of the Hindu Temple Society of North America, located in Flushing, New York. My sincere thanks to Ms. Sue Young for inviting me to participate in this interfaith service to welcome the new year 2021. We hope and pray that knowledge may fill the earth as water fills the ocean, and that all people of all ethnicities, races, beliefs, genders, and orientations enjoy true equality, security, safety, and livelihood in a true spirit of coexistence and cooperation. Even the boldest hope and positivity can dissipate in the tragic situations caused by the present pandemic and its grave effects on daily life, the economy, health care, education, and religious practices. Yet it is precisely the trust in God's providence that inspires us to remain optimistic and to work to rekindle hope in the midst of our societies. On behalf of our community, I extend my warm greetings and best wishes to all the viewers for a very safe, happy, healthy, and a prosperous new year. We will all look forward to a healthy and a COVID-free 2021 and offer our prayers to God Almighty and seek His blessings. I will now chant a short prayer for universal peace. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kachid Dukha Bhak Bhaved. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O Lord, may all mankind be happy. May all mankind be healthy. May all of mankind experience prosperity. May none in this world suffer. Peace, peace, and peace. Thank you and namaste.
Thanks to Dr. Mysorekar, and that's a very nice prayer, both in the Hindi and also in English. And we hope that you can join us in from now in the future too. 非常感谢我们印度教这个博士呢为我们带来的这印度文的这个祈祷还有他也用英文表示了一下。我们希望以后他也能够每次都能够来参加我们一起的这个宗教联合祈祷。那接下来呢就是我们每年也都有的就是另外一个宗教它叫做 Baha'i 那么这一位呢他都会代表Baha'i 也来参加，就是 Nagagaki 他每次来都会带来一些祈祷。那么今天呢他也是一样有录了像，然后还有一个这个这一位叫 Britney Sun 他有一个诗歌的唱诵。Okay, and next we're going to have welcome Nagagaki from Baha'i, and he will give us a prayer, and also there was a song sung by Britney Sun and her friend. Now let's have it.
Blessings to you. Since the last time we had our interfaith prayer, there has been a lot of suffering in the world, including Brittany's mother, who is very sick. So I want to say healing prayer. Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love of thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily art the all-powerful, the all-knowing, the all-wise.
Chanting 让团结之光照耀全球，而且这王国是属于上帝的，这印章贴在每一个人的耳朵。God grant thy the light of unity may envelope the whole earth, and that this year the kingdom is God's, may be stamped upon the brow of all its peoples. Chanting 照耀全球，而下这王国是属于上帝的，这印章贴在每一个人的耳朵。God grant that the light of unity may envelope the whole earth, and that the seal of the kingdom is God, may be stamped upon the brow of all its peoples. Unity,
Well, thanks to the prayer and the song from Baha'i. And we always at the end, we have from Buddhism, and we always have our joint monastery and also our president to speak at the end. And now is the time, and we're going to give this opportunity so everybody can have this chance to listen to the president of Bao's Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi. 那么我们通常都是把最后呢，放主人放在最后面了。所以现在呢，我们请我们的会长菩提长老来给我们做一些开示。
When we look out upon the world and then we see conflict, violence, war, sometimes it seems that there's no solution. But the real solution to the problems of conflict and violence lie within the human heart. And to bring about peace in the world, it's not by hoping for some power to come from without, but by bringing about a transformation in the minds and hearts of human beings, our own hearts and the hearts of everybody else in this world. And the key to promoting peace in the world, in my view, lies in a quality that I would call solidarity. Solidarity means recognizing the essential sameness of all human beings. There are some verses that occur in the Buddhist classic, the Dhammapada, which underscore this quality of solidarity. The verses run something like this, that all beings fear punishment, all beings fear suffering. Using yourself as a criterion, as the standard, you should not kill or cause killing. All beings desire life, all beings fear death using yourself as a criterion, yourself as the standard. You should not kill or cause killing. So solidarity means that we recognize all other people, all other living beings as being essentially the same as ourself, in the sense that all want to live and not to die. All seek happiness and to avoid suffering. And so when we recognize this essential unity of all people in this world, when we reflect deeply on this unity, it will cause all tendencies to harm others, whether by bodily action, by speech, or even in thought, will cause all of those impulses to violence, harm, and destruction to wither away and vanish in our hearts. And so when we speak about a hope for the future, the hope lies in transforming our own minds and hearts, turning away from violence towards sympathy, away from harm towards benefiting others, turning away from hatred towards love and compassion, and away from discrimination towards solidarity. And now, just to conclude this presentation, I would like us all to join just for 1 minute in what I would call a meditation of universal solidarity, of universal loving kindness. So let us sit comfortably and close your eyes. Settle in first to the felt sense of your body. And then see in your mind's eye an image of the earth with all of its continents, and bring to mind all of the people of the earth, no matter what country they might be living in, no matter what race they might be, whatever ethnicity, whatever religion, whatever language. Think of them all as being, if they're older, your own beloved parents, your mother and father. Think of the younger ones as being your own sons and daughters, those roughly in your same age group as being your brothers and sisters, all your closest relatives, just in different physical forms. And then from your heart, generate the deep wish, may all of the people in this world be well and healthy. May all of the people in this world be truly happy and at inner peace. May all the people in this world be safe from all harm and danger. And may all the people in this world fulfill their highest hopes and aspirations. So send that heart of loving concern over the entire population of the earth, embracing every person and all sentient beings within the space of your heart. And if you can practice in this way, even for 5 minutes every day, taking 5 minutes out from your schedule, just to sit quietly and generate this mind and heart of sympathy, solidarity, of loving kindness towards the whole world, you'll find that your own life changes and that you become a source of benefits and blessings for everyone around you. Thank you, and may you all have a happy, healthy, and safe New Year, year 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Bande. Thanks to Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi's words and also a short taste on the meditation, and hopefully we all can practice that, because it's just cultivate our mind and also to extend our compassion, loving kindness toward our family, to our neighbors, to the world. 非常感谢我们会长菩提长老带来给我们的这个说明，希望大家今天还是引了法句经法句经的内容，希望大家都能够意识得到，每个人都有生存的欲望，安全的欲望，希望大家都能够了解也就是像我们中国人讲的己所不欲，勿施于人，佛教里面讲的自他法来修行来练习，然后把这个慈心带到我们的心中，深入我们的心中，然后再展发出去，能够影响我们家人，能够影响我们的社区，能够把这个世界做得更和平。好，那么在会长之后呢，我们有这个我们庄严寺的常住众有我们的2位方丈呢，联席方丈，还有这个我们的法师呢，要带来一个心经的唱诵，要祝福给大家Next will be the residential Sangha from Joya Monastery. They'd like to bring up a chanting, and which hopefully will bring the peace to all of us within our mind, and from our mind extended to the world. So now let's have our Sanghas.
Namo Bodhi Huệ Sang Phật Bồ Sát. Namo Bodhi Huệ Sang Phật Bồ Sát. Namo Bodhi Huệ Sang Phật Bồ Sát. Mi Đô Xin Jian Quan Zhi Zai菩萨行深般若波罗蜜多时，照见五蕴界，得一切苦舍利子，色不异空，空不异色，色即是空，空即是 受想行识依佛如是舍利子，是诸法空相，不生不灭，不垢不增不减，是故空中无色无受想行识，无眼耳鼻舌身意，无色声香味触法，皆乃至无一世界无名无明尽，乃至无老死亦无老死尽，无苦尽灭道无亦无得亦无所得故，菩提萨埵依般若波罗蜜多故，得阿耨多罗三藐三菩提故，知般若波罗蜜多是大圣者，是大明者，是无上者，是无等等者，能除一切苦，真实不虚，故说般若波罗蜜多咒，即说咒曰：揭谛揭谛波罗揭谛波罗僧揭谛菩提萨婆 sa
Well, thanks to our Sangha, the chanting, the Heart Sutra, and also the transfer of merit, and wish this, all the prayers, the chantings that show the strength of all the different religions, and it shows that we all together, a visible, indivisible hand is holding everybody together. And may the peace be with all of us. And may the peace will be all over the world. And like every time we say that, start with our inner peace and gain the world peace. Well, thanks again to all the religious representative from friends and also our Sangha and Bande to give us a beautiful prayer today. And wish you all have a happy, healthy New Year. And we hopefully to see you in person next year. And then we can have this prayer together. 非常高兴，非常感谢所有各宗教的代表还有我们自己这个佛教我们的会长菩提长老，还有我们的这个常住众大家一起把今天聚集在一起，把这个内心很充沛的愿都发出来了。希望每个人都能够平和，也希望世界也都能够进一步的和平。好，祝福大家。希望明年大家能够到庄严寺来，自己亲自来参加这个联合祈祷。谢谢大家，新年快乐 ！Thank you again and see you next year. Happy New Year! 好，那我们可以请我们的法师回聊。And now we're going to ask Bande and the Sangha can go to the dining hall and use the lunch. And unfortunately, this year, because you cannot join us, usually we have a very good, well-prepared lunch, vegetarian lunch. But we will reserve the rain check. We will reserve your seat for next year. And hopefully next year you'll all be joining us here and we can pray together. And then we can enjoy our time together. 好，现在我们请长老跟法师们回聊那么希望明年呢，大家都能够再亲自的来参加我们的宗教联合祈祷也
到时候呢，也可以一起来聚餐我们每年都还是有一个非常这个丰盛的午斋那么因为过年大家在一起，好，那么今天就非常感谢大家在网上来参加我们的宗教联合祈祷。那么因为疫情的关系呢，所以我们庄严寺还是封闭的还是关闭的。那么希望明年呢，因为疫苗的关系能够把情况改变，那个大家也都能够来参加我们早日庄严寺能够开放那么大家也都能够来。那么明年的农历春节，很抱歉因为还是很接近这个疫情的关系呢，所以我们还是不开放。那么但是大家可以在家里来参加我们还是有法会的在农历春节的时候我们会举行药师宝忏有药师宝忏欢迎大家在家里过节，但是不要忘了跟我们跟大佛跟庄严寺还是可以连在一起，我们一起来过我们的农历春节。那么也可以把这个庄严寺的这个佛法这些能够延伸到你的家里面，让你的新年新春也还是有这个佛有菩萨的加持那另外呢，我们每个星期都还是有共修每个星期有共修。那个过了年以后呢，我们菩提长老他礼拜三晚上他会带领打坐禅修教你怎么样在家里面能够仍然的去禅修，怎么样把我们的心能够静下来也是今天简短最后里面的那个叫慈心禅。慈心禅是佛陀非常这个推崇的，他自己都常常做，所以礼拜三晚上可以跟这个菩提长老来学习慈心禅。那么礼拜六的那个早上呢，是有这个菩提长老他会讲这个阿含经他是用英文讲。那么礼拜六早上他会先带大家打坐，打完坐以后呢再有这个他会讲这个增一阿含。那么礼拜二呢，我们就用中文呢再重复一次所以礼拜二有一次。还有那个我们的常瑞法师呢，他在礼拜四的晚上7点半他就会在网上跟大家共修就是这个宝积经印顺法师他所写的这本书叫宝积经宝积经的讲座。那么这个常瑞法师呢，会把这个宝积经呢跟大家在这个详细的探讨它的内容，按照这个印顺导师的解说那么他也准备的非常的丰富那么这个是礼拜四的晚上，所以每个星期的礼拜三、礼拜四、礼拜六都有法会。还有一个礼拜天呢，就是我们吉祥比丘这个 Mangala 他会带领这个禅修是礼拜天晚上。So we will be closing as the pandemic effect. So we still maintain that under lockdown. So Zhuangyan Monastery will be closed until next year, waiting for the new decision. But hopefully the vaccine is available. So hopefully that we can have the open day coming sooner. So the Chinese New Year will be closed as a current decision, but we do have a retreat, Medicine Buddha retreat, that will be on the Chinese New Year's Day. So if you're at home, if you want to join, you still be able to join us with the Zhuangyan Monastery to have the Medicine retreat. And the other one is like to mention that every week we still have a Dharma classes, all right? And we have a Bande Bhikkhu Bodhi. He is teaching on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, he has this meditation. It's called Metta meditation or loving kindness meditation. That at home you still have time, you still have an opportunity to listen to his teaching and how to cultivate your mind by doing the meditation. And on Saturday, he will have another teaching. It's Nikaya. He is teaching on Saturday morning, and he will start with 10 o'clock to do the meditation, and then we'll follow up. He will talk about, I'm sorry, it's 9:30, the meditation, and 10 o'clock or so will be teaching the Nikaya. And Sunday we have Bhikkhu Mangala. He will leading this meditation online, so you can join that. 好，那现在我们今天的这个联合祈祷就到这里结束了。非常感谢我们的法师们他们的准备，还有这个准备这次这个联合祈祷，每年都准备这个联合祈祷的还有那个杨叔叔师姐她联络的。今天我们也听到她特别邀请的这个印度教，所以印度教的这个博士呢，还特别的感谢他。还有就是我们这个放在网上这个很多设备，录音录影，还要把它收集起来，还有这个音响还有这个你们看不到的但是在背后做了很多事的，就是我们的 Jason Jason 他每一次的法会，他要做很多的准备，而且好几天前，大概好几个礼拜前就要做准备。这一次因为收集的关系呢，还要把每一个宗教的这个录影带把它收集起来，然后再把它放到一起，然后再放出来。那另外有一位在监控的在放的呢，是我们凯蒂凯蒂师姐，她是在放影片的，所以你们看到这个都是很多很多的组合，要邀请，要去谈时间谈内容，这是叔叔师姐。然后呢这个拿到影片以后，还要先去把它整理一遍这要靠 Jason 还有这个凯蒂。然后当然我们这边这个法师们大家看到的当然还有幕后的了，还有很多的事要做非常感谢他们让我们今天的这个法会能够圆满。最重要的还是大家，因为我们放这个宗教联合祈祷呢，是希望集合各宗教的力量。虽然这个世界很多人有不同的宗教，有不同的修行，有不同的看法，有不同的这个自我提升但是呢你可以看到，虽然有些地方譬如说在中东因为宗教有争执但是你可以看到的，在我们这里呢可以看到光明，也就是说各宗教之间呢都有一个无形的手彼此拉在一起。虽然无论是这个中东的这个不同的教派有什么争执，但是我们在这里可以看到一线光明，就是各宗教之间的一个互相体会，互相认识，愿意为了这个世界的和平呢大家一起努力今天也有听到那个有牧师讲到，我们要做的事很多，今天这个事是一个，但更重要的是大家内心必须要保持平静平和，有自己内心的修为才可以影响你的家庭。你必须要自己平和，能够把不平和的心调和起来那么在家里面就会能够有平和，不会有争执，不会有争吵，不会有不好的这个事情，家里面和和平平和和气气 大家都希望新年都是能够这样那么在这样的一个教导下，尤其今天我们这个菩提长老讲的这个每一个人都是有生存、有追求快乐、追求这样的一个善欲了那也要了解你的周围的人也是同样的，这就是佛教讲的自他法。你必须要了解每一个人都跟你一样，都希望和平，都希望安乐，那么你也要尊重别人，让他能够平和，让他能够安乐。所以特别佛教讲不杀不杀不虐不恶语不要用不好的话对别人，不好的行为对别人，这就是佛教很重视的。那么中国儒家也是，孔子也是这样讲的所以我们希望今天的这个和平祈祷能够带给我们一些力量也希望我们自己内心能够很平和下来，我们的家庭能够平和下来，家庭的成员大家都能够平平安安，心要平安然后我们这个整个世界呢，也因为这个疫苗的出来呢，也希望步向那么平安的这个路上让这个世界能够迈向平平安安。好，那就祝福大家新年快乐新年平安，新年吉祥，祝福大家，也谢谢大家今天的参加，感谢大家，阿弥陀佛。